Okay, so I've got my little control interface that I've developed here for my two shape nodes. Let's turn fish face on, and right now my interface is sitting smack in the middle of the model. That is not good. So I'm just going to pull that off to the side. And you can imagine that if you had a lot of phonemes, you would probably want to scale this down a little bit because it was just going to keep stretching out to the side. But mine's going to be fine right here. And the nice thing is that none of these numbers are ever going to matter again. It's going to be fine. It's just going to sit here. That's all it's going to do. So I've made it so that I can see my little interface that I made outside of the model. I'm feeling good about that. Let's take my two sliders and just lock like that, so they just move up and down again. Do you remember your friend the driven key? I'm sure you do. I'm going to select the Translate Y attribute of my WA slider, open my Set Driven key, and I'm going to load this as the driver. The tricky part is actually over here in the shape editor, selecting the envelope and loading that as the driven. Let's just see if I can select this. Select Blend Shape Node right there. That's in my right-click menu. I told you that was the tricky part. We're going to load that as the driven. So you see there's my fish phoneme, there's my envelope, my wa, my and a couple of other things that come along with the Blend Shape node. So this is the wa slider. I am going to link Translate Y and wa. This is why it's so important to name things. Right now my wa is at its 0 point. My wa here is at 0, so I'm going to go ahead, press key, then I will come here, take my wa slider that I made, turn that all the way up, take my shape editor, pull the wa all the way up, press key again. So now this control will do that with the lips. That's so cool. I don't know if you know how cool that is. You probably do. You probably do. I'm just going to assume you do. So now I'll do the same thing with I'll take the slider, I will load it as my driver, and this time I'm going to link Translate Y to They're both at 0, so I will key here. I will start by pulling the slider bar that I made up to its max. Then I will pull the morph target up to 1, and I will hit the key button again. And now I can with this slider. So that is super fun. And again, you can probably imagine yourself having a whole bunch of these phonemes and just having sliders so that as people do facial animation, they can just kind of pull these things in and turn them on and off really quickly, and that's a really easy way to do animation. So that is super fun, and that is a really nice, interesting base method for setting up facial rigging controls. So go ahead, take a minute to get your driven key together. The hardest part is getting the envelope node selected, and that's a right click, select blend shape node. That'll do it for you. So good luck, let me know if you have questions, and hopefully this is nice and easy.